Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's your boys, Mike and Mish. What's up, Mike?
Yo, what's happening? Thursday night, here we are. Wish we were down south. We are here in our homes. It is Kevin Smith's birthday dinner right now,
Shit.
so happy birthday, Kevin Smith.
We should be down there for this birthday celebration, man. Hey, guys, if I sound a little weird, I have come down with the itis. I believe it is the flu. I don't know, but I decided to channel my Game 5, 1997 Michael Jordan shit, where he dropped 38 points on the Jazz with the flu. I'm going to fucking try to power through this thing all night. If I mute myself and Mike takes the reins, that's why. Before we get started, we're going to throw our sponsors up here, pay the bills, and then we'll move on. All right, here we go.
Norcom Mortgage and Michael Mish are delivering the American dream to those who serve America, helping veterans obtain the dream of home ownership. They offer programs that include no money down, no first-time homebuyer requirement, 100% cash-out refinances, rehab loans. They can help you purchase a home, purchase a condo, refinance an existing mortgage, create a dream home with rehab loan. To learn more, visit www.michaelmish.norcommortgage.com or call 860-884-2103.
Dude, when you say
that shit makes me laugh so hard.
I love it. I love that commercial. It's fucking fantastic. It was Mike's first.
That's my good yuck it up voice. I did
Dude,
that
when
real
you say,
fine yuck it up 80s, 90s game show host voice.
Oh, fantastic. And when you go to learn more, everybody, for real though, Norcom Mortgage, one of our main sponsors, make sure you hit them up if you need to refinance or do any of that shit and you want to save money. Mike and I are now married, apparently.
Yes.
But Amy and I refinanced both of our houses twice through Mike, and we pay the fucking bare minimum. We get 15-year mortgages on both houses, and we're going to be paid off in the next 8 years, and that's what's up. And
he's awesome, and he's licensed in 38 states. So just because you're not in Connecticut or Rhode Island, he can help you. What's next, Kyle?
What's next? Guerrilla Warfare. Guerrilla Warfare Apparel is the hottest shit in the fight game right now. These guys are awesome. Dude, go to guerrillawarfareapparel.com. Use the promo code Mike and Mish. Get 15% off your purchase. I'm not just saying this. Their clothes are comfortable as hell. They all look good. They're fucking cool as hell. They're signing all these fighters. They got the Juggernaut on there. They got Misfit on there. They got fucking James Lilly, Brutal Boswick, Ryan Reeve. They got a whole bunch of them. And they got the whole goddamn Slaughterhouse family on there, I think. So big things for Guerrilla Warfare Apparel coming up in 2023 for sure. You're going to want to get some of their gear. You're going to want to use our promo code and help our show out because we asked you nicely. With that said, for more, what else you got to do? All right, so here we go, man. This guy is coming on. He's going to be stepping into the squared circle for the second time this Saturday night, BKFC 34 in Hollywood, Florida. Hollywood, Seminole Hard Rock. He's taking on Famez. We're going to talk to him about this because it seems like all he does is fight Slaughterhouse guys, and he happens to be managed by Slaughterhouse. So what the goddamn hell is going on there? Glendel, the Berserker, Futrell. What's up, brother?
What's up, mate?
Hey, man, looking good. We're here. It's the Mike and Mish show Thursday night. What else are people going to be doing on a Thursday night at 9 p.m., dude?
Watching this.
That's it, man. We just talked on the intro there, man. I think it's a weird, interesting tidbit of information about you that you boxed Howard Davis.
Yeah.
You fought Brian Duran in your debut fight, and now you're fighting Famez. It's like Slaughterhouse all the way.
Yeah, they want to fight, and it's a friendly fight, so don't get all nervous, don't get all crazy. It's fun. I mean, we get paid either way, and then we're still friends. It's like I gain brothers after every one, so it's good.
It's a family affair.
Oh yeah, and plus I'd rather fight the best and then see what's next. So.
And you're stepping in there this Saturday in the same building you made your debut in. Mike and I were there for that one. That was an amazing event.
I think it was the Dodge Center.
No, I thought it
was Yeah, it wasn't the Hard Rock. It was somewhere else. It was a CF Dodge Center.
Yeah, you're probably thinking about Duran, his last fight when he
Oh,
fought
I was thinking about the last one.
Yeah, we were there. We were there for that one though.
But anyways, man, that fight with you and El Gallo, man, that guy's a tough little son of a bitch. He's strong as hell. Every time you look at his Instagram, and all he's doing is punching walls and
trees
and freaking like cinder blocks and whatnot, conditioning himself. But I gotta tell you, man, that was a hell of a back and forth war you guys had going on. You guys were both landing shots on each other. How fucking ripped were you by the stoppage, man? That the Dr. Don Mosey stepping in there doing his thing, and
Mosey
kind of took it away from me. I feel like you could have kept going. I feel like that would have gone all 5, to be honest.
I could have kept going. I could have kept going. That last, I mean, either way, the cut was in the eye. So I mean, they said I couldn't. If I couldn't see, it was they weren't going to keep going. But no, that shot right before the bell hit, when he hit me in the ribs, whole rib broke. I went to the hospital. There was 4 broken ribs, and 1 was dislodged completely. So the man hit me. The man hit me hard.
Like we were just saying, man, like that dude, he goes hard with everything. That dude's an absolute crazy man. And we love him for that. Like we get along with him very well. But I noticed in that fight with you, he was really throwing like his entire body weight into some of them punches. So I can imagine that shot to the ribs was a mother.
Yeah. I don't feel it to the face for some reason. Every time they hit me in the face, it just turn and keep going. I don't ever feel it. It's not like I'm super acting tough. It just, I don't feel him. And he hit me in the body, and I was like, oh my goodness.
The adrenaline just numbs you up.
Yeah, every time, sparring, everywhere I go, my chin is good.
It's good to have good to have a strong chin in the sport where you get punched in the face.
Yeah, right. That's good. That's really good.
I look up to my little man Rotang from over there in 1 league, so I'm like, I gotta stick with that iron chin and keep going, keep moving forward.
Yeah, that dude, he'll like stop in the middle of fights and just put his hands down and just let the dude hit him 10, 15 times and then laugh at him. It's fucking hilarious.
I love it.
Now we usually ask people that are coming off of their debut fight, did you fall in love with the sport? But I think you answered that yourself when you went and got the tattoo, right?
There it is.
Yes, sir. I love them, man. They treated us like family that day. They hooked us up in the hotel. Everything was good. They let me in their league, which is the most savage league. My brother passed away, and this was like he would have been meant for this. So it was like it was meant to be. And since I made it, I went and got it. Everybody hated on it, talked a bunch of shit, but it wasn't about them. It wasn't for them. It was my love for being able to be here and get to fight these crazy motherfuckers that I get to fight. So I love it.
Hey, it's your fucking head.
Yeah, I love it. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, it's your head. Yeah. Hey,
And on the other side, we got Sullivan.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I love that. Cool. He's got John L. Sullivan on the other side.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. One of the best pictures that Mike and I have gotten together as a show when we went up to the Hall of Fame. Yep. We got one where we're both like doing a little face off with each other in the John L. Sullivan statues right behind us. So
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Have you been there?
No. Not yet. No, that's why I'm in this league. I want to go fight in other people's hometowns. I want to see some things.
Yeah.
I'm going to go other places.
They went to that Salamanca casino, which is way up north in New York, because Kyle and I were like, oh, it's New York. Well, I live in Rhode Island. He lives in Connecticut. So it's like, oh, it's only a couple hour drive. So we planned to go there. Neither one of us bothered to even look up this place. We typed that shit in 7.5 hours away. We're like, what the fuck?
That's
way up.
I want to go though. I heard it was worth it. So
it's good.
That was one of the most bonehead logistical mistakes we've ever made. Like we didn't even look up
not at all
the route until the day before we went. So we were like, no, we don't need flights or we don't need any of that shit. Just all we need is a hotel room. And then the day before we're at work and he's looking it up in the GPS on his phone. He's like, yo, this thing says 7.5 fucking hours.
Oh, I'm shit, like, with the way they drive up there too.
Dude. And then you get up there to Salamanca and you want to go to the Hall of Fame. So that's a little bit of a drive too.
Yes, 45 minutes.
45 minutes into this town called Belfast, and you got to pass like Amish country to get there.
Yeah, straight up horse and buggies, dude. It was
we were passing. Yeah.
Do they shop at Walmart though, like they do here?
Yeah, whipping around corners and shit.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. They probably have a Walmart.
They got the buggies, but they go to Walmart to get the groceries. They don't grow it on their own anymore.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of farm down there. There's a lot. It's like nothing. It's like nothing up there. And then you get to Belfast, right? And you know Scott Burt, the president of the company, he basically will say, like, when he sells the area, he's like, down in Belfast or up in Belfast where it's one traffic light, right? Is it one traffic light?
Yeah, one.
And the whole
He's
town.
not lying.
It's a tiny little town, tiny little thing. Yeah.
I would be interested to look up, Google the population of Belfast, because I bet you there's 400 people in that damn town.
You got the one little town with the one bar, the one sheriff's office.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That would be awesome.
I went to a town like that out in it was a place called Susanville, California.
1663.
1663. There's that many in that town. I would have thought there was less than 500.
Nothing. No.
I know there's
that's one section of a fight.
Yeah, I went to a town like you were just saying, though. It was called Susanville, California. I was out in Sierra Army Depot out there for a training, and we go to this town, and it was like what you just said. There was one bar, one restaurant, one gas station, a Walmart, and houses, and then there was a casino. So we're like, this fucking town is made up of like 7 buildings and a bunch of houses, right? We go into the bar, and I sit down, and this pregnant chick is smoking a cigarette. She's behind the bar, and she goes, you a fighter? I go, no, I'm a soldier. She goes, you like fighting? I go, yeah, I like fighting. She goes, Ken Shamrock's from here. I go, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
I looked it up, dude. He's from Susanville, California. I couldn't believe it. He's in like I couldn't believe
what she said.
He's the one picture.
Oh, Mike wants me to tell you what she said next. Her immediate her next sentence was, "Yeah, I fucked him." And I was like, I go, "Is that his
biggest accomplishment?"
Yeah, I pointed at her belly. I go, "Is that his kid?" She goes, "Hell no, he's got a tiny little dick. I don't like him." Blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, so she's mad at him. He left her. It was a one night.
Yeah,
very mad.
It was funny.
Man, he was out of there. Oh man, yeah. She's bitter.
Pregnant stranger smoking tells you that number one thing she says.
She was drinking Bud Heavy, ripping Marb Reds, drinking Bud Heavies, like 8 months
pregnant. Shit. Probably had a mullet.
Yeah, no, I don't remember the mullet, but it was I have way more stories about that little fucking town, dude. But anyways, we're talking about you, bro. Like we said, you're fighting your 3rd Slaughterhouse member this coming Saturday, and you're fighting Famez. Now, Famez is kind of on like a little bit of a skid, right? I think he's lost his last 3, but he's been doing it.
He has, that's for sure. He fought Chad Mendez.
Yes, he has. And that's
what I was going to say. He fought Zombie. So, I mean, they're all good opponents. So.
But he's been going around doing interviews, and he does seem to have he seems to be in a better headspace right now, mentally. He admitted that he has the talent to be a great fighter, but he really just never had the drive or even cared to fucking put the effort out. But now it seems like you're going to get a Famez that is dialed in and wants to, improve himself here.
That's good. I hope so. I mean, he's a good dude. I hope he comes out the best he can be. That'd be awesome. I don't care. I like getting punched. It's going to be fun, win or lose. I'm coming to have some fun. I mean, I have a full-time job. This is my hobby. I just like doing this shit for fun. So,
what do you do full-time?
Electrician.
Nice.
Wire houses.
So I saw that you were doing like a neighborhood where it's like one of those all the same houses neighborhoods.
Every single one. Yeah, it gets boring. Yeah.
I used to do construction a lot before I joined the military, and that shit does get crazy when you're in like the same house.
But it's easy because now we know what to do, so we just run in, get it done, get out.
Yeah, they tell you, we need to do 6 houses today. Or I'll have that done before lunch, but I'll tell them I was doing till 7.
Yeah, and if you leave early, they're like, "Oh, yo, what happened, man? I thought you were gonna get it done." No, well, it's not bad though. And then I work all day till about 4:35, and then train when I can. And they call me, I say yes, let's go.
Where are you training?
I got a one-on-one with a guy. I was at Winter Haven Boxing for a little bit, but work got too crazy, and I learned a little bit from there while I was there. So I went and got with a guy one-on-one who can work with my time. So he used to do MMA back in the day. He had a couple fights with a lot of ex-UFC fighters, so he knows some stuff.
Nice, man.
For this fight, you're coming up in weight.
Yeah. Yeah, Howard and Brian was at 145, 150, and then this one's 160.
Ooh. Yeah, I saw welterweight on there, and I know the other day I'd asked you like, "Hey, is this going to affect your weight?" I don't know, if that's going to affect you or not. And you're like, "I'm going up in weight in this one." So
yeah, I walk at 158, so I had to gain 2 pounds for this one.
No way.
Yeah,
that's pretty. I mean, how you feel? How do you feel going in there at your walk around weight?
not bad. Just I don't have to worry about cutting, so I didn't have to worry about what to eat too much. Everything was still healthy, but nothing. I don't have to cut it down, so no big deal.
You got some.
I'll be fast. I mean, I might not have as much power, but I'll be fast.
I believe in your debut fight, you won some fans over, and I think you have a lot of fans right now. And you got people in the comments saying that it's going to be, a long night for Famez. Bullfrog Actual says hell of a fighter for being only a part-time trainer, and another guy says it's going to be a very, very, very long night, very tough fight. So.
Yeah, I said, man, I got some skill to go with it now, so we're gonna have some fun. It'll be I won't be all head up in the air looking stupid.
Well, that was your pro debut, right? That was
Howard was the debut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that was scary. That man punches harder than Brian. I was like, oh my goodness. So like, yeah, clubs on his hands.
So. It's gotta be such an adrenaline rush out there. And you said that was your son at the fight? At the last
one? He loves it, man. He gets into it. He's bare knuckle savage. Sadly his favorite fighter is Howard and Brian. So, like, dang, dude, you take everybody that I fight and you just love them. So.
How old is he?
5.
He's 5, dude.
And 5. And he's got hands. He's got combos. The kid's he's an animal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he loves it. People try to talk bad about me bringing my son. I was like, he loves it. Why would I not bring him? It's only me, my wife, and my son, and I have a sister. So that's the only family I got. So he probably looks at you like other kids look at Captain America and fucking Iron Man and shit. Yeah,
right? You're a superhero to him doing the shit that you do. So,
and I love it. I want him to grow up doing whatever he wants to do. Hopefully not fighting. Hopefully dancing or something because he's got some moves, but.
Does he like go to a gym and like take boxing lessons or anything like that? Or you just
he went into Winter Haven and he was like one of the youngest ones in there, and they were like, yo, bring that kid back in here. We need him. And that's one of the best gyms I've ever seen. They got a coach in there that's amazing. So
every time I see one of those clips on TikTok or Facebook, you know what I'm saying, where you show like a kid hitting mitts or something and they're going insane, and I'm like, oh my god, like I don't know what I'm doing, but I wish I could teach my kid that. I gotta bring I have 2 girls, 3 and 6, but I think my 3-year-old might be cut for that.
That's how my boy is. He'll come in here and start hitting me with the combos in the face out of nowhere. I'm like, what are you doing, man? He's like, I gotta train, daddy. I gotta train. You want to fight? And I'm like, no. He thinks it's natural. He's supposed to shake your hand and just, hey, you want to fight? So we gotta break him of the bad stuff. So.
Man, I don't know if your wish of him not fighting is going to come true. It looks like it's he might be destined for it.
It sounds like he's got that dog in him. You know what I mean? He's got the dog in him, they say.
He's got my brother, man. The one that passed he was a savage. Hit you once, put you to sleep. So I think his soul kind of floated into my son, and now he's just trying to take it all out on me.
Nice. Your brother was a one-hitter quitter, right?
He was pure savage. Wasn't scared of anything. He liked to fight the bullies. He didn't fight nobody for no reason. So this was all his dream. So once he passed away, he had a motorcycle accident. So I was like, all right, it's time to go do this. So jump in there and take it.
Now, in the comments, is Sonnen Caesar? Is that somebody?
Shonen Caesar, yeah. Caesar.
Shonen Caesar? Is that someone that you know?
Yeah, right here. Right?
No, maybe. I mean, I might have him on there. I'm not positive. I don't really get on social media too much. I just do the little bits that I have to do.
He's saying that it's going to be Berserker 2.0. Can't wait to see him perform.
It's my boy. Oh yeah, I do know him. Yeah. I used to train with him back in the day. He's a jiu-jitsu beast. So.
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
And a wrestler, wrestling savage.
Let me ask you this: with having the experience that you have now, and seeing Famez and watching his skills, not forget about the fact that he's lost a couple. We all, like I just said, he seems like he's dialed back in. Where is your level of confidence heading into Saturday night? And do you see it going 5 rounds?
I'm confident in myself. Oh yeah, hopefully. I mean, I would love to, and I know he's very skillful. Everybody talks shit about him and says he shouldn't be there. He's a rapper, or whatever he does. But no, I think the man's got skill. I think he's got heart when he wants to do it, and if he puts it to it, the dude fought Chad Mendez and hung in there for a little bit. So right. I think he's good. I'm just gonna go out there and do what I've been learning lately, and hopefully it's a hell of a war. No matter what, I like getting punched. So I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna have fun. We're gonna give the fans something fun. And plus, we're the first fight of the main card. We got to set it off decently tempo there.
Nice, set it off, man, for sure.
I'm excited. I mean, if he wins, I'm gonna give him a hug. I'm gonna have a drink with him. If I win, it's gonna be the same. I don't care, man. It's family afterwards. So we have a good fight. We get bloody. We be brothers. It works for me.
Right, and you're hooked up. You're managed by Ryan Perez, right?
Yeah, best manager in the game right there. I love that dude.
Yeah, Ryan's the man. We love him too.
The BK cheat code.
The BK.
Yeah, he's been helping. He's got my life to where I wanted it. My dreams have come true. So I love the man. He's amazing.
It says right there in the comments. I've dealt with hundreds of fighters. Glenn is a genuine, a great person, and I will always back him in the fight game. That's the man right there.
Yeah, there's the man. Say, so give him the nuts. Oh, he's shining today.
Yeah, give me a little fist.
But yeah, Ryan's the best dude. He's everything I needed. He's helped me with. You can call him for anything, and the man's there for you. It's crazy. I never thought I would be in this position. I thought I was gonna, do a couple amateur fights, and then that would be it. But no, he got me to where I wanted. So I showed love back to the league, and time to go have war. I mean, win or lose, I'm gonna make the fans happy either way. I'll get bloody. I'll love it. Smack the face. Do a little dance.
So. One thing I wanted to bring this up, and what reminded me, because I just saw that he popped up in the chat here. You met somebody who apparently we may have met him at BKFC Orlando, which just happened recently, and his name's Russ Maxim Jr. And you guys became buddies with him. He started watching the show. I talked to him a little bit online, and then I saw that you guys did you have Thanksgiving together, or
it was we watched the fight Saturday together.
Okay, that's okay.
BK card.
And so you met him through fighting?
Amazing. Yeah, he wrote he wrote me. He said he was a fan, and we started talking. And he just awesome dude, man. He's super cool, super hyped. Gets me hyped up all day long. So
he's been
plus he's in the electrical business, so it's awesome. He does has electrical business. It's cool.
Nice. See, it's a great community.
Super hyped up, dude. Yeah, he came through, got some shirts. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm glad I met him. So it's this fight world has done a lot for me. It's so good. I would never quit. I would never stop. I do a full-time job. I'll go fight at night. I don't care. This is amazing. So I love it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna throw your socials at the bottom there, so everybody can go ahead and follow Glenn on his Instagram and Facebook. He just said he doesn't do a lot of social media, but on this day and age, dude, if you start blowing up in the fight game, you need to engage a little bit with your fan base, because unfortunately,
that's why I started posting pics at work. I was like,
yeah,
doing some work before I do some work, and then.
It gets it out there. People see you that way. You're on top of mind. You don't have to do crazy stuff, but you just got to do it. I hate it so much. Kyle knows I hate social media so much. I really do. But we use it all the time.
With the twitching and the Tourette's, I just get nervous in front of cameras and stuff. And it's crazy because I fight in front of a million people. But I just get nervous. I start twitching. I feel like people look at me and laugh at me when I twitch. So I'm like, shit, and I have to get 3 perfect ones out every time, or I have to keep twitching. So it's crazy. I'm like, but I'll get over the nerves eventually once people like me or watch me.
People will accept you. Kyle was actually showing me a girl that has Tourette's, right? She's on TikTok. You know her.
Bailey Dupree.
Yeah, she's great. I love her.
People have accepted it and they love her. So
she's like,
you're done. You're done.
You're done. Yes.
Double fuck.
Wind it up.
Yeah.
See, I love her. But mine are vocal. Mine are all body twitches. So I twitch to get even, and I have facial tics.
Yeah.
So you're done.
You're done. Fuck you, Hunter.
You're done. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
That girl is great, man.
Yeah, she is.
I'll go into what do they call that? Wormhole. I'll go into one of the wormholes of her videos. Just watch 100 100 of them in a row.
And I love how proud she is of it. She don't care if they make fun of her. So I was like, I like it. She gives me a little inspiration. So
yeah,
right.
exactly. You'll be accepted, and the people who don't, they can go where.
Yeah, hell yeah. Or step in the bare knuckle ring.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
There's always tryouts everywhere.
Big tryout coming up in Vegas, December 15th, or December 16th and 17th.
I know. I hope that means they'll fight there because I'm trying to go over there.
I do too, man. I do too. I hope that we end up in Vegas next year at some point. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't bare knuckle make it to Vegas, the fight capital of the world, as they say? Although I say Florida is like really starting to take the reins, and like Florida is the spot to go fight right now. I don't know.
Biggest, and I'm from Colorado, so I want to go back to that Colorado card. That's where I'm from. I was born in Denver, so I would love to go there.
Denver, we went to that card. Denver, the city, has got to be one of my favorite cities that we've ever been to. And I've been to, like, I don't know, at this point, at least 30-something states and lots of cities. And I'm going to tell you, Denver was one of the best, if not the best. It was so nice. So awesome. A lot of people were very nice there too. We went to like every bar and club and restaurant that's in downtown Denver, like next to the stadium over there. It's the Rocky Stadium.
Yeah, of course.
McGregor Square. That whole thing was beautiful. So awesome.
Yeah. See, I was born there and I lived there until I was about 5 years old, and then I came back. So I want to go see them. The weed legal state. Let's go.
Yeah. That place was rocking too. Like sold out. Insane.
Yeah, there's not a doubt in my mind that they end up back there soon. Denver's great. And people were excited to get to that arena, and then there was a bunch of locals on there. There was you had Chris Camozzi and
UFC,
and Copeland. You had Copeland, but you had a bunch of other ones on there.
Yeah, Brandon Burks, I think.
Yeah, there was loud. It was loud as hell all night long. The fights were great. It was a great atmosphere in Denver for sure. We're going to do a speed round with you, my friend. We're going to talk a little bit about Christmas with the Berserker. Huss. Nobody knows what that is. Huss.
That guy was hilarious, man.
Yeah. Anybody watching that doesn't know what the hell we're talking about, Google WWF the Berserker, and you'll see it.
That's
much funnier looking guy than this guy here, though.
Yes.
Here we go.
That guy is a goof.
Yeah,
Don't mess with this guy.
What present did you always want when you were a kid but never received?
Oh man, damn! Just like a go-kart, a four-wheeler, dirt bike, anything that had a motor that drove.
Yeah, good answer, man.
I
never got one of them. Number 2.
Who is the hardest person to buy a gift for?
My wife.
I gotta agree with you on that one.
She doesn't just do what my wife does and say, "Hey, I want this, and this. But go buy them." And I just
no. So I get so confused now. I just tell her to buy it and put my name on it, and we're good to go.
All right. Number 3. What is your favorite Christmas song?
I don't have nothing.
Christmas ain't the thing.
I know. I love Christmas. I hate the music.
Not even Wham! Last Christmas? No.
No, man. It breaks. The Christmas music makes my head spin. Can't do it.
Not even Wham!
If they made a Christmas rock song or a Christmas dubstep or house music song, maybe I like it, but no.
I'll have to send you some then. We'll find some. We'll send them to you.
There you go. Number 4.
Are you an early or last minute shopper?
Early.
There you
nice.
Go.
Always. I don't play that shit. I'm trying to get it done. Otherwise, I'll forget.
Get her done.
Too easy. Number 5. Have you ever re-gifted a present?
No.
Fucking solid, dude. I don't know if I have either, but I feel like I may have. All right. And the last question, it is an actual bonus question. Mike is doing a study. He is taking notes on this. He's asking everybody. Go ahead, Mike.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
To me, I watch it on Christmas.
There you go. Too easy.
I love it.
Mike's been doing some research on this, and he found a couple websites that prove it 1,000% to be a Christmas movie.
I'll take it.
I have a tally up at work right now with tick marks, and every single person at work, we got like a couple hundred people there. Everyone's in on it. So
if you don't like it, you just didn't watch it. Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, Glendel Futrell, the Berserker himself, is getting back in the squared circle Saturday night against Famez at BKFC 34, BKFC's 50th event. Take a second, say some last words, and we'll let you get out of here, man.
Oh shit, I'm just honored to be there. Y'all tune in. Ready to put on a show, get bloody, let's have a war, punch each other in the face, be friends, and get it done.
There it is.
Get to the next one.
Hell yeah, we'll get to your next one, man. Thank you for coming on the show tonight, Mike. You got anything
else?
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you, thank you so much. Get up on that social media and get as much out as you can.
Base,
you know,
I gotta start OnlyFans and go half naked and shit. So
yeah, do it.
Don't even hesitate. Do it, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Later. Right. Have a good one. There he is, the Berserker himself, Glendel Futrell. He's fucking going in there to do his thing Saturday night. That guy's got a great personality, and he seems ready to get in there, man. He's getting
an
awesome there.
Guy. You're doing all right, Kyle. You're pulling through.
Mm-hmm.
You're not feeling too well, but you're doing good. I have to say, you're pulling through. Kyle's doing the old Michael Jordan flu game right now on us, rocking the jersey.
All right, let's bring our next guest right in. She took the world by storm at BKFC Thailand 3 when she had the walk-off knockout and the post-fight celebration. She is getting in there again December 10th against Po Denman at BKFC Asia 4. It's no longer BKFC Thailand.
Right. But it's in Thailand.
It's in Thailand. So here we are. We got Tai Emery.
G'day, guys.
Hey, how are you? G'day.
Yeah, I'm good.
What's going on? You at the gym right now?
Yeah, I'm at the gym because I've got my last sparring day in about 30 minutes. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Nothing new. Yeah, thanks for inviting me, mate.
Yeah. Now, you did your thing in your BKFC debut back in Thailand 3. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but I wanted to bring up the fact that you were a professional football player before you were a fighter. And I'm going to tell you this. I started watching that league for reasons that had nothing to do with football, right? I put it on the TV. I put it on the TV, and I'm like, oh, I could be interested in this. You guys were fucking savages on the damn football field. That was like high quality, really skilled football, and you used to fucking kill each other on the field. Talk a little bit about your pro football career and what was it like playing in the LFL?
Playing in the LFL was honestly life-changing. American football is, I grew up in Australia. I played every code of football that there is. So being able to be a good form tackler and then coming into American football where literally all I had to do on defense was just tackle. It was just the best skill set, higher level, and like genetically better bloody women that are playing football. I feel that comes from America. Maybe just because you've got the positions. So, body size and characteristics and personality traits will play into where someone's going to be playing on the field. So I kind of found that sort of aspect really fun and interesting. And then honestly, just being able to live in America and, be able to live through the American dream, which was football. I met a lot of people. We had a lot of good times. Started off in Australia. Was poached by Las Vegas Sin, LA Temptation, and then became an all-star. And that's how I ended up finishing off there.
I think like when you watch those games, you guys wear like minimal padding, right?
Yeah.
You watch you watch the men out there in the NFL, and they get the pads on their legs. You got bigger shoulder pads. They got bigger football helmets. You guys are wearing like fucking hockey helmets and smaller
hockey.
Yeah.
Ice hockey helmets. And I trained around a lot of NFL guys, and you'd hear about their like whinging of like just having a sook about like their pay, or I remember one day they were complaining about the toilet paper that was in the locker rooms and the way that they could train, and they were fed up with the shoulder pads and they always got stuck when they were coming off. And I just remember thinking, I was like, one motherfucker, like I ain't even getting paid like anything just to play. I'm like getting fucking gravel rash and having to scrub my skin like in the shower after every bloody game just so I don't get infections. And I'm still loving life. So I don't know what you guys are complaining about, 3-ply bloody toilet paper. This is a strange day in the office, We're pumping iron and you guys are complaining about what's wiping your ass. This is real weird for me.
Bunch of fucking prima donnas.
Yeah, but I found that sort of fun, I feel like, yeah, we were rough as guts. Like the girls that play in the LFL, like that's a different, like just for the sheer fact that what we play in, that is a different woman, like a uniform or what people dress in, like fashion, it can express. So, you're going to get some wild people if they're willing to play in the uniform that we had.
You guys would placate to the crowd too. Like some of the games that I watched, like you guys get the crowd going fucking crazy. There might be a little bit of a brawl on the field at one point. It's
Yes.
very, 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 it's pretty cool shit. It's pretty cool shit to watch for sure. But you're not doing that no more. You're fighting.
No.
You're fighting.
Now we're a fighter.
Yeah.
Now we've changed codes from footy to fighting, footy to fisticuffs. And honestly, it's probably the best thing I've ever done. I wish I did it earlier. I get all the game time. I 100% get to get in a biff, and that's, bring back a biff. I love it. I love it. It was a good transition. I thank Misha Tate for that. She was right. I found a love that I had missing through martial arts and through fighting. And yeah, hell, BKFC is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I feel like I don't have to go on mute. I don't have to think about what I need to say before I want to say it. I just can say whatever I want and be myself, and know that I get to put my athleticism out on display as well. And coming from the LFL, we were an entertaining sport. Like you've watched the games. Like we love to show it up. So I feel like I've found the right platform for me to be able to just have some fun.
Yeah, and grow with this sport. This sport is insane. It, like you said, you can kind of do what you want, say what you want, be who you want to be. There's really not many limitations on what you can and cannot do. And the sport is growing. So you're right there. I mean, you're at the top of the wave at this point. You've had one fight, but you went right to the top of the wave. So everybody knows you at this point. And what my question was going to be is, you were announced to be signed. You were signed a long time ago, correct?
Yeah, I was signed. Man, I was signed. It was like over a year. I think I was waiting. It was still through COVID times. I remember getting the message and telling these people to fuck off. I was like, yeah, fuck off. I'm sick of this shit. Like, we're all dealing with some shit. Like, I don't need some people bullshitting to me. And then they had David Feldman actually message me and go, hey, Tai's a little, she's not really believing that this is real. And then when I saw that it was David Feldman, I thought, I was like, hey, so hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy to hear whatever you're going to, bring to the table. But yeah, I waited for so long, and I don't know what, I don't know what the stars, but everything happens for a reason. And I can definitely understand why the fight gods waited for me to just be able to pull some bullshit out in Thailand.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little while, but perhaps it was the perfect time to get you in there, because if it was months before, maybe that didn't happen. It was just the perfect time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask you this? You were from Australia. You were playing football in the United States. How did you end up in Thailand, and how long you been there?
Okay, so I ended up in Thailand because I got sent back from America. I needed to get a stronger visa because I was leveling up in sport. So I needed a stronger visa, and I was going to do reality TV shows. So I got kicked back to Australia. I got given a job out in Thailand helping people recoup from drinking problems or addiction problems through yoga. I evidently lost my client because I had one of my Playboy Bunny best friends from the Philippines. She was Playmate 2020, I think, or 2019. She got stuck out in Thailand as well, and her sin is whiskey, and my client's sin was whiskey. And I remember sitting down and being like, well, you're going to lose this battle in the form of a Playboy Bunny. So, everything kind of happened for a reason. Thank you to my Playmate. It's probably the best thing that ever happened. So while I was out here and stuck, I was meant to then go to Bali to help host a meditation retreat and guest speak there. And then COVID happened and everything got shut down. And from there, I had like $120 because I was going to my next job. I lost my client to the Playmate, so things were like literally $120. I go back to the Muay Thai gym that's just a shed up a dirt road, like overlooking like fucking just jungle and shit. And I went back there and just was like, hey guys, this is what's happened. I don't know what to do. I want to train. I can't get home. We're all stuck. I need somewhere to live and eat. And so that's what happened. I lived in a Muay Thai gym in the jungle of Thailand, sleeping on a mattress on the concrete on the gym floor. And I did that for probably 8 months to nearly a year before I got on the OnlyFans. And, just was like, fuck, we got to ball out. We got things are getting pretty hectic out here in the jungle, and it wasn't getting safe. So, I believe in myself, and, so that's just how the route went. And I got myself into an Australian gym at Powerhouse, owned by Brooke and Eddie Farrell and Jack Lowe. And yeah, Tommy. So yeah, that's what really happened. I got stuck, and I just thought, yeah, let's bite the bullet and let's just fucking go Rambo style or something.
And now that was just 2 years ago, and now you're here. That's unbelievable. Susan Walker in the comments asked, what was the reality TV show that you were going to do?
It was with the Lingerie Fighting Championship. So they, I think they were up to their 4th season. It's like a gimmick MMA style. Obviously, everyone's fighting in lingerie. I went to one of the shows at the Nerd Bar in Las Vegas when I was still living out of there and training out of there. And I remember I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit of a joke. But while I'm there, I ended up meeting someone from who does Broadway, or not Broadway, but what's Cirque du Soleil and stuff. Ended up getting scouted for a wrestling thing through there, and then watching the girls. And these girls are in literally lingerie, string bikini, string everything, you can see everything. But it was just they had good technique. They were actually doing correct jiu-jitsu moves. So I got interested in that because I'm like, this is crazy. And then from there, I got offered to be on the reality TV show, but I ended up in the jungle.
like Joe Ivy says in the comments here, your life already sounds like a reality TV show. It's insane. That's great. Good for you. Good for you. And Bullfrog Actual says she bet on herself. You bet on yourself. And now here you are. Always. You made your debut at BKFC Thailand 3. It has since turned into BKFC Asia, but that fight you had there, you impressed the shit out of everybody in the fight alone. You got hands like crazy, and you got power. Man. Yeah, I was impressed by the pace. You were landing everything you threw: jabs, hooks, uppercuts. You were hitting her body. You were hitting her head. You finished with a little 1-2. It was, I don't remember what you threw with the right hand, but it was a left hook that put her out. Mm-hmm. And then you did the celebration thing. Was the celebration planned, or was that a spontaneous thing that you decided to do?
More spontaneous, but in the moment. I do remember throwing it out there, just being a brat. I like to say crass sort of things. And I remember some of the owner and I think my manager were like, well, what are you going to do once you finally get in there? I was like, I'm going to flash my fucking tits. How about that, bitch? And I remember they were just like, are you really going to do it? And I thought, that sounds like they're pretty interested, Yeah. That sounds like I'm not going to get fired. And so I just kind of locked that away. And I'm the type of person, when I finish just inspiring, I just pretend and just to have some fun for myself. I don't know. That's just, I've probably done less just for a schooner or a beer, But in that moment, once I hit her and knocked her out, and I just could feel everything, just the intensity of time itself, everything just stood still, and I don't know, I just went with it. I just thought, this is the biggest, F you, freedom for me, liberation. I'm coming from a million man's worlds. I was a tradesman. I've been the first in all this bullshit. So for me, just pulling my tits out, and I've had so many people be like, oh, so you're going to fight? What about your face? Or just put me down, or try to stop what was inevitable, So I feel for me, that was just the biggest way to just celebrate in my own way.
It was awesome. What was it like after that? So you did that, and obviously you're in the moment. They announce you're the winner. You go back into the locker room. Does it hit it right there? Do you just start getting all sorts of messages on your phone like crazy?
Well, my screen went white. So it overloaded so much that no app would open, and the screen went white. And I just remember, I was like, I was like, I'm high frequency, baby. I was like, I'm high frequency. Look at this shit. Like, I just remember thinking, oh my God, all the electrical magnetic flux from my body is just like putting off this signal to my phone. And that I really do think that that's what was happening because, when it came to, I've got Joe Rogan following me. I've got BKFC throwing up everything. Just the support from like everyone just being like, what? You know, that was just the best feeling. Is I thought I was going to get, I didn't know what I was going to get, and I honestly don't really care because it was for me to do, and for me to feel and live out. But to see that it liberated other people in that way, like that was just the best feeling. You know?
became like Lady Thor, you know. All the electric.
I will take that. I will take that.
Oh man, that's fantastic. Like you just said, when we went on, like, so we follow all the different combat sports pages and whatnot because we have our own stuff, but we keep up with everybody else. That moment was shared on every fucking page, on every timeline. You go on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you go on any of it. It was you stole the show that night, and it was fantastic. Any celebration plans for this next one?
100%. I know now that, well, I have been told I'll get in trouble. I was David Feldman and Nick Chapman. So the owners from both have, obviously given me the special meeting. Yeah, they did. So Nick Chapman flew over from Thailand within, I think, 3 days after that show to have important meetings with the BKFC in America. And he goes, just letting you know, the top dot point was Tai Emery. I'm like, oh, again, like, oh no, what's going to happen? I thought maybe I'd get fired. You don't know. You don't know how it's going to roll. But yeah, I'm 100% going to get in trouble and have been told to keep everything at bay. But I can't control myself. Like, you can, even in this little moment, as soon as I'm like, I'm just like spazzing out and just like full of energy. And I think in those moments, how do you stop expressing yourself when, I don't know, you're just loving life? That's like telling someone to stop laughing.
Well, we had a plan. Mike had a plan. But
okay, what is it, guys?
It would probably cost way too much money. But if you won, it would cost us probably way too much money.
Or anybody.
If you win with emphatic knockout and then you moon the crowd and it says Mike on one cheek and Mish on the other.
Oh my God.
That's
hot. That's hot property. I could probably be saying bum cheeks, each titty, like.
It's, remember, like, people used to write like Golden Palace on their back and stuff like that, You're about to take over that market.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, this is great. I'll take it, and let's see what the zeros have behind it.
Yeah.
It's what it's all about right there. But you do have another fight coming up December 10th, BKFC Asia 4 against Po Denman. And now Po Denman, we've seen her fight a few times, and you look up Po Denman, she's got all kinds of experience. She's got fucking, undefeated in Muay Thai, like 16, 17 fights in pro boxing, and I think she only lost one of them. You're stepping in there with a legit, fighter now. And not saying your last one wasn't, but this girl has a shitload of experience. How excited are you to get in there and share the ring with somebody with that much experience? And if you get a win over that, like, what's that going to do for you,
Man, every time I've stepped in the ring over in Thailand, it's been with someone of definitely a superior resume when it comes to fighting. And that's the best challenge. The last few girls, I remember my first pro Muay Thai fight in Thailand was actually against the number one girl in the world at 130 pounds. And I didn't realize that until after. Just like the last girl, she had crazy knockouts, and Po's knocked a man out, bro. Like, she's knocked a man out in bare knuckle in the first sanctioned bare knuckle fight in Thailand, because that is Thailand. Like, you can see your lady boys fighting each other, and now you can see like men and women going at it. And I'm excited about it. I think this is the greatest challenge. I think anyone who wants to who wants to do this is like seeks this out. I think you're like, you know, you want this type of thing. The game isn't just like punch face. This game is kill. And I think that also can shine and come through from each person's personality. And I know she's going to be super game. She was signed for this fight before I was. So she knew she knew that the name was mine. And of course, my name's going to be on a lot of people's lists to want to get at for whatever reasons they are. And, you know, it's going to be a good challenge. Her experience 100% outweighs anything that I've got. Hence why we're just going to have to do what we always do and go in there and work hard and just be myself. As long as I'm myself and I can perform, I have no doubt about like anything. Whether it's a 20 punch combo, whether it's learning to stay paced, whether it's wanting to drag it out to the 5 rounds just so I can gain more experience. You know, there's a million different game plans that you can have when going in against someone like her. And, you know, that's exciting too, because it's learning. Like, I'm just a footy player, you know, I'm a footy player who has fighting in the genetics. Like, I'm Maori and Australian. So I'm a Maori warrior and an Australian convict. Like, that's some pretty good base to have as a personality, you know, like that's someone who's a rat bag and, you know, probably stole bread, like something cool. I don't know, something good. And like, yeah, I'm a native warrior. Like, that's all we did. Like, we were bred for this. And that's the difference that, you know.
You're clearly like a superior athlete for sure. You look insanely fit. You're like I said in that last fight, your hand speed was fast. Your fucking power was there. You played professional football. So, you know, to play professional football in any organization, you're a superior athlete. What I want to ask you about your last fight going into this one, you didn't get hit much in that last fight, but you did take a couple shots.
Yeah.
But I noticed that once you took them, they didn't do anything to you, and you marched through them and continued. Are you the type to take 1 or 2 to give 10, or was that just in that fight alone? You took you felt it, and you were like, that didn't fucking hurt, so I'm just gonna keep walking through it.
Unfortunately, and fortunately for me, that's just like how I've always kind of been a bit more of a Terminator. Everyone can. I think the first time coaches, they're always like, dude, you just ate that shot. And you're like, I think you shouldn't be so hype. Like, you shouldn't be so hype right now, bro. Like, come on. But no, getting punched in the face doesn't faze me at all. Like, it's literally like water off a duck's back, whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, like, unless it's a bullet, I'm probably just going to keep walking through it. And that's just how I am, which is, awesome. You know, a good thing. I've found the right place.
Fantastic. Nah, man. You are definitely like on your way to being a fan favorite for sure, because you have a great personality. You obviously are highly skilled. You're a good looking fighter. So when would we see you fight in the United States? Is that something that you're looking at down the road?
That's what I want to ask.
That is happening because I was signed by David Feldman, right, and I was given a 4-fight contract. So for whatever reasons, obviously, maybe in their weird plan, they were like, hey, we've got this little Tai Emery over here in, you know, BKFC Thailand, BKFC Asia. Maybe for me, I'm like, are they trying to use that to help draw, you know, both parties together? We don't know the storyline, but we know that in every sport, there is that storyline. People want that. They want that today, you know, days of our lives aspect. So I think it will happen next year. We don't have a belt division holder over here in the Asia one. So I you know, at the end of the day, I'm thinking maybe they're just going to make me fight this one. The next one will be for a belt. And then they'll pull some stunt with bringing me over to the States.
Or what about this? What about you win 1 or 2 more, you get a belt in Thailand, and you fight Beck Rollins in Australia?
Oh, they could pull something like that too. You don't know.
You guys should probably sell out a stadium in fucking Australia, right?
She would 100% sell out a stadium, especially BKFC, just because that would be like the touchdown of BKFC, like landing, you know.
Yeah.
That Oh man, you throwing ideas up in the air.
Yeah, then
Okay.
that was a shoot from the hip one right there. That just came in my mind.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
You know, totally off subject, but he brought up Beck Rawlings, and when she came on the show about a month ago, a little over that, and I had to ask her what Outback Steakhouse means to somebody from Australia. I was like, is it kind of like Chinese food places to Chinese people in America? Because like they don't serve like food, they serve like Americanized stuff. And then she said, what the hell is a fucking bloomin' onion? That's what she said.
I was about to say that too, because what is a bloomin' onion? Also, in one of the places, I was like, excuse me, ma'am, but you're missing a star from our Southern Cross, and you should probably put that on. And she goes, and what would you know? And I was like, well, pull out this passport, and it says I'm fucking Australian, mate. So put a fucking star up there and give me another beer. And she brought out a free bloomin' onion.
Oh, and that was your first bloomin' onion, huh?
Yeah, and it was. And
That's
I was like,
funny.
damn, this shit, it was actually really good. Damn you, America.
You're like,
You
God damn it,
tried."
I wanted to hate this so bad.
I did.
Oh, that's
I really
great.
did.
That is fantastic, man. We are excited to see you fight again. It's not this weekend, everybody. It's the weekend after, December 10th. It's in the Space. What is it called? Space Plus?
It's Space Plus Bangkok.
It's a crazy looking place.
Yeah, it's in
So,
Space Plus Bangkok.
Yeah, it looks like it's got all the lights and all the screens, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to have an epileptic fit or something. Like something's happening. You know?
Somebody is.
Somebody is for sure. But no, that's next weekend. So today's my last sparring day. I'm down to 60 kilos. Like weight's looking good. I'm feeling good. My energy's high. I'm racked. I think, everyone should be happy about this. Like we choose to do this and we get almost chosen, by the fight gods themselves, and through luck or hard work or whatever the fuck it is, like here we are. So yeah, thank you, Thailand. I guess I got to say thank you to the jungle of Thailand, because it made me, I was a hard woman before, but it definitely helped like just bring a different beast out,
Well, it's hard to not be a fan of yours, especially after this interview and people hearing that you were down to your last $120 in your pocket and you decided to start fighting. That's fucking awesome. It's fantastic. Are you a fan of Christmas?
Oh, yes and no. I like we've actually just started talking about a Boxing Day. So you guys are American, but for like Australia and England,
know what that is.
and oh, you do? So
I do.
yeah.
Aren't you supposed to like give
sorry,
a present to your housekeeper or something?
Oh, whoa, no.
Is that what it is?
No, it's Boxing Day is Boxing Day for us means backyard cricket. So that just means sinking beers, having a barbie, eating all the leftovers from Christmas. On Christmas Day people have obligations, but on Boxing Day it means you can be more of your mates and just having beers, having laughs, and playing some cricket while the Ashes is playing on the telly.
Yeah.
What the hell was Mike talking about?
That's what I was like,
so basically Boxing Day started off for servants, and they received gifts from their employer. That was servants would get Boxing Day gifts from their families that they worked for.
Oh, well,
that's what it was.
That's what it started off as?
That's what it started off as, sir. Swear to God.
Did you Google this? Did you Google this?
Yeah, actually, you want to know what's really
He definitely
you want to know what's
Googled
really weird about this? Is it today? We were talking about it today in work. Swear to God.
And it didn't have anything to do with this show or what we're talking about.
Nothing at all.
Get the fuck
is
out of here.
Is this synchronicity? Is this my sign that I'm like on the way to a win, and that I learned, what is it? I learned this today. I can go around being like, I learned this today.
Yeah. I was today years old or whatever they say.
I was today years old.
I was this many years old when I learned it. Oh man, that's great. Hey, we're gonna ask you some Christmas questions anyway. We're gonna get your opinion on some things real quick, and then we'll let you get up out of here. You've been a great guest. Let's go with question number 1. Have you ever told someone that their present was at home or in the mail, but you never really bought anything?
No. I would just tell them, I was like, no, I'm an apprentice electrician. I can't afford anything. What the hell? Where's the food? You know you invited me over here for free lunch. They already know that.
You seem like a pretty upfront person, so I don't
I
think
believe
you would
that
do
answer. All right, number 2.
If you could live in a Christmas movie, which one would it be?
Oh man, that's a hard one.
I try to catch the wet bandits over and over and over again, setting up traps and shit.
Yeah, you know, Home Alone's a classic. How can you not love that? Because I think as every kid, that helps inspire me to think, yeah, fucking Santa's getting it this year, you know? Like, you got to go. Let's go Macaulay Culkin. I'll play it.
Well, maybe it's coming out like next week, that movie Violent Night. That might be the one. Have you seen this? Have you seen the preview? It's rated R. It's called Violent Night. And the dude from Stranger Things, the sheriff in Stranger Things, plays Santa Claus, but he goes around he's like killing all these fucking home invaders or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
he's like a twisted Batman sort of thing.
Yeah, but he's Santa.
But he's Santa. Is he actually the real Santa? But
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm in. I'm gonna watch
it. I'll watch it.
Number 3. If you had to pick one thing from Christmas that you could do all year, what would it be?
Drink eggnog for breakfast.
Ooh, love it.
That's a good answer.
Love it.
Little whiskey.
Yes,
nice.
I make a good.
That might be answering this next question.
Right. What's your go-to Christmas drink? Like alcoholic. Alcoholic beverage.
Alcoholic beverage is the eggnog. I thought that was the best thing coming to America and learning that it's like got that perfect spice, yet I still feel like I'm having a dessert.
Yeah.
And I also got shit-faced. What a good day.
We used to go over to my cousin Kaylee's house on Christmas Eve. Now as like 22, 23-year-olds, right? Or 20, 21, 22-year-olds. And Jimmy would make eggnog, but there wouldn't be any rhyme or reason to what kind of booze went in there. He would just take bottles and just pour them in this giant bowl.
King's Cup.
Sort of like, or like jungle juice or whatever you want to call it. And we'd all get fucked up drinking this eggnog. And then Jimmy Adams at 60-something years old would sit down and we'd all sit on the floor in the living room like a bunch of little kids, and he'd read us fucking "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And it was like it was the funny. It became like a funny drunk tradition at the Adams house. It was fucking fancy.
I would that I think I would like to take.
Yeah. Those were Adams family values right there.
yeah. Different Adams family, but same. All right, number 5. If you can get rid of one classic Christmas character, who would you get rid of? Who would it be?
Man, the snowman. Like
Frosty?
The snowman. Frosty.
Melt his ass.
Fuck that guy. I don't know. He creeps me out. Like, what are you doing?
Because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And
how does he even smoke a pipe?
Yeah, that's what pisses me off. I'm like, what's he even smoking? Like, I want to know. I want to try it.
Do you know what the first words Frosty the Snowman said was when he put the hat on?
Oh,
do you know, Mike?
He became alive.
Yeah, when he came alive. Do you know what it was?
Holy shit.
It was happy birthday. He went, happy birthday. Because it was a magician's hat that used to do kids' birthday parties.
No way.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Didn't know that.
That's tricky.
Joe Ivy, look at this. Joe Ivy in the comments. Happy birthday.
Wow.
Look at that.
Joe. You need to go on one of those. I will phone a friend. I will call you, Joe. I need your number. I'm trying to win $1 million on that show.
Right?
Yep. All right. And the last thing we got for you, we've been asking everybody. Here we go. Mike?
Yeah.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah. They play it even in Australia, mate.
Yeah, see? Too easy.
So that's like a global...
Easy. Add another little tick mark to your tally there, Mike.
When I get into work tomorrow morning, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the pen out of my sleeve, because our pens go in our sleeve, because we're both soldiers, both in the military, and we have these little pen holders in our sleeve.
Okay, that's why I can banter with you. Military, I can always banter with military. Tradies and military, because we're confined to the same people in such a small space. you're like, bro, you got to better become a black belt and talking shit, or this is going to be a real long day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And another long day, and another long day. So yeah, I get it.
Yep.
Hey,
I'm
Joe
put
Ivy.
tick marks right up. Boom,
Joe
boom,
Ivy.
boom.
Joe
on my
Ivy is
survey.
officially your lifeline. She says, "I'll call you, Ty."
Thank you, Joe.
There you go. She'll win you $1 million. Tai Emery, you've been a great guest. We are happy to have you on the show. We are excited to see you back in there December 10th. If you want to take a minute and say a few things, we will give you the floor, and then we'll let you get out of here.
Yeah, honestly, I just want to say thanks to everyone. I'm being super excited to transition and just like, I guess, break through and just be able to give it a go. I think everybody can, like, don't give up on your dreams. I think that's something that we can all learn from the last few years. Whether we work through it, learn through it, don't want to do anything about it, you know, we can really continue to just change fucking everything if we just have that just undeniable belief in ourselves. So yeah. Get at it.
There she is. We'll just go like this real quick. Oh, there you go, Ty. That's a salute to you right there.
A little skin there.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Little,
honestly,
little skin there.
Yeah, pasty white son of a bitch right there.
I
only get whiter all the way till through July.
Oh shit!
All right, Ty.
Years.
Thanks for coming on. Me, best of luck December 10th, and you're welcome to come back anytime you want to talk some shit, all right?
Yeah, have me on anytime.
All right. We'll talk to you.
See you.
Later.
There you go. You're welcome, everybody. That's your new favorite fighter.
Yeah, awesome. So awesome. That was great. She's super easy. We had 2 wonderful guests tonight.
Yeah.
Super easy to talk to. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. She was awesome. She's got tons of energy, and she's got a great personality. You know what I mean? Like
Joe says, my new favorite guest.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you talk to somebody and they're laughing and they're having fun and they're joking and they have good answers and serious, and I love that all the way around.
Yeah, so go ahead and follow her on all our social media platforms. Get on her OnlyFans if you're into that too. And tune in on if
you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, who would want that? You know, December 10th, that BKFC Asia card is happening in Thailand. Get the app, and she's an exciting fighter, and they have a bunch of fights lined up. They have like 16 fights on that card. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, that friggin' place. Okay, head over to Nick Chapman's page, right? Who is her boss? That's who she was talking about earlier. Nick Chapman runs BKFC Asia, formerly Thailand. And so they were supposed to go down to, was it Cambodia?
Cambodia, yeah.
Right. And they didn't. So he picked a place. So if you go a little bit farther back in his news feed, he has a video of the place that they're going to be fighting in. It's absolutely insane with lights and TVs and freaking all sorts of shit going on. Like she said, I don't know if you can get hit in the head a few times and then look at those lights. I mean, yeah, you might go up into a epileptic seizure. I mean, it's insane. I gotta look this fucking place up. It's insane. It looks nuts. It's the most it's the craziest, most high-tech looking like walls I've ever seen in my life. Like, what the hell is going on in this place? It's nuts. I swear it's in the Hangover or something.
Do you know why it got moved back to Thailand from Cambodia?
I don't. Do you?
No, I don't.
I thought you were going to tell me.
I was wondering if you knew the Oh shit! I just looked the place up. That does look insane.
Insane.
So, but to be honest, like, I mean, Thailand seems pretty fucking insane.
Oh yeah, I would love to go there. Everyone that goes there stays there. Listen, she technically didn't want to stay there forever, but ends up being there. Everyone gets sucked in. They want to just be there. They stay there. They don't leave. You know what I mean? It's a thing. People want to stay. People like Thailand.
How cool is that story that she told us about? Though, like, she's playing pro football. She's doing these things, and then she ends up. She goes to Australia. She goes to Thailand to be like a substance abuse coach.
Yeah.
Through yoga, and she's down there her last $120.
Yeah.
And walks into a fucking Muay Thai shack gym and says, "Hey guys, I want to fight."
Yeah.
I got nothing else going on.
Lives there for 8 to 10 months on a, sleeping on a mattress on the floor. And it's not easy. People have struggles everywhere. People are really, toughing it out. And you know what? she got signed. She got signed so long ago that I went way back in the social media machine, and I could not find the announcement because there's so many people writing about Tai Emery Flash KO. That's what people keep calling it. The Flash KO. Get it?
Right.
Flash
We
KO.
I won't say the name, but we talked to a manager back in, what was the one where Marissa and Uncle Pete went to the event? The one where we went out to Chinese food with a bunch of people. Which event was that? The first time we went to Hollywood?
That was two different events, Kyle. That was two different events. One of them was not was
that was
two. Those were two Florida events, but two different events.
Okay, but either way.
Yeah.
It was the one in Miami where we went out to the Chinese restaurant, and somebody sitting at the table that night said that they're like, we got Tai Emery. Do you remember that conversation?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And
but we knew, and we heard about it before that too.
Yeah.
So it's just been so long. I cannot believe that. But it was perfect timing. Like she said, this happened at the perfect time. And you know what I forgot to bring up is that she was sponsored is sponsored by Kendra Lust. And she had that on her when she popped a titty out. So everyone was like, oh, of course, Kendra Lust. And I actually saw an interview with her and Kendra Lust, and Kendra was like, I didn't give her that idea. Right. She came up with it on her own. She just did it. I sponsored her, but she just did it on her own. And so people kind of that together.
We actually met Kendra Lust at the first event we ever went to, and we have a picture with her and Joe Miggs and a few other people. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Uncle Pete Says Hollywood. We've been there like 3 or 4 times now, I think, for an event. So
right. So it was 2 different times of what I'm talking about. But it was the Chinese food one. I think that might have been like the second or the third time.
That was Knuckle Mania 2, I think.
Yeah, man, all these trips are so goddamn awesome. Saturday night is the BKFC's 50th event. It's the last one stateside for the year. You guys need to tune in. It's an amazing card. The Berserker is on there fighting Famez. We talked to him earlier tonight. I'm a big fan of that guy now. I was a fan of his performances before, but actually talking to him tonight, he's cool as hell. So shout out to him.
Yes.
So shout out to Berserker, Glendel, Futrell, and all his fellow Slaughterhouse guys that are on the card Saturday night. Thank you to Tai Emery for giving us a great interview tonight.
Yep.
And I powered through, man. You know what it is? I think I got my mind was like off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I put 100% into this.
Yeah.
I dropped 38 points on the Jazz. And we get the fuck up out of here, right?
That's right. That is what we do. And DJ Tony just dropped in. He said, "What's up, Stu Nods?" And DJ Tony was with us on that trip. And you know what? I love going down there. We'll be back down there soon. I love going to that friggin' area in Miami, Wynwood. God, that place is fucking awesome.
We haven't done a Stu Nod of the week in a while.
Yeah, we've been slacking.
We just choose a lot of time, man. It's time consumption.
It's a lot of time.
But I'm gonna go ahead and nominate and name one right now. Did you see Kanye West on Alex Jones?
I have not watched it. Not yet. I will watch it, but I have not watched it.
Dude, Kanye West on Alex Jones has this black mask on, and Alex Jones is like asking him these questions, and he's like, "What about?" He's like, he said something like every human being has value. Every human that's ever lived has had value. And he says, what about Hitler? Right?
Yeah.
Alex Jones says, what about Hitler? And fucking Kanye starts talking about how he admires some of the things about Hitler and how this dude is completely lost.
He always has a way with words, as you say. Like.
So I would like to say for Kanye West to go from like a $6 billion fucking fashion and music tycoon to an absolute fucking maniac wearing a fully face covering black mask talking about loving Hitler on Alex Jones. Congratulations, you're the Stu Nod of the week.
Stu Nod of the week. Stu Nod of the week. And by the way, to go back to what we were talking about with DJ Tony, if you guys were watching the beginning of the show, the very first thing we did was we said, "Happy birthday, Kevin Smith." Wish we were at your birthday party, my man.
We gave him the old Frosty
love
the
ya.
Snowman. We gave him the old Frosty.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Yep. With Cito, with Cito and DJ Tony. And we love all you guys. We miss you guys, and we'll see you soon.
All right. With that said, thanks for tuning in back-to-back nights once again. Shout out to Mike's background. I don't give a fuck what Steph says. And we will catch you next Wednesday when we're back with more great fighters. Mike, you got anything else for these peeps?
Nope, just one word. Peace.